Oh, this is a fun one. Would you rather be cellmates in prison with Egg Stork for 1 year?
Yes.
Or be married to Adrian Balboa for the same amount of time?
Absolutely not. Stork. And put me in jail with Stork.
He's going to get annoyed.
I don't care. Do you know what's so funny? One of my questions I didn't go with, and I put, would you rather be married to Adrian or Paulie? That's how much I hate Adrian. Easy one. I would take the Stork brothers. I'd take both of them in jail over being married. I don't care. I'd go to jail. I would rather go to jail than be married to Adrian from Rocky.
Seriously?
Yes.
You have like the mansion and everything?
Nope. Don't care.
Okay.
She's the worst.
You just wouldn't have to fight for you.
She's a wet blanket.
You wouldn't want to fight.
I don't want to be married to someone who looks at me and was like, you can't win. You're going to die out there.
I'm going to pay Trish $1,000 to say that to you on your birthday.
Doesn't pay her anything. She tells me that every day. I just ignore her. Stop being Adrian. This is terrible. No, that's an easy one.
Dang.
Welcome to Buzzn The Tower, a podcast dedicated to the movies of the 1980s. Prepare to be stuffed in our DeLorean and taken on a trip through the best decade of film ever.
Hey, Mo, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. So if you love Caddyshack, The Goonies, Aliens, Weird Science, Spies Like Us, The Great Outdoors, Empire Strikes Back, The Great Muppet Caper, Pretty in Pink, Predator, Rocky IV, Roadhouse, Say Anything, Real Genius, Short Circuit, Some Kind of Wonderful, Beverly Hills Cop, Akira, Tango and Cash, The Breakfast Club, and They Live, just to name a few, then sit back, relax, and get ready to be entertained. Because we came here to chew bubblegum and podcast about 80s movies, and we're all out of bubblegum. If you haven't already, subscribe to Buzzn The Tower on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast platform is. And while you're there, leave a review and a 5-star rating. It's a moral imperative! You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and all social media platforms by searching the tag @Buzzn The Tower. That's BUZZN The Tower. Also, check out our website, buzzinthetower.com, and grab some officially licensed gear. It's so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend picking some up. Now, if you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. Head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/BuzzinTheTower. With memberships as low as $3 a month, you can have access to tons of extra content, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to Save Ferris. Dark shade, darling, dark shade. Buzzn The Tower is brought to you by Sonic Loans. You can find them at sonicloans.com. When I'm not watching 80s movies, I'm watching the news. Not nearly as fun, a little bit more depressing, but I try to find out what's going on in the world. And every day I hear that the Fed is going to increase the rate. I don't know what any of this means. Fortunately for you and for me, Charlie and his team at Sonic Loans are there to navigate you through the impact of all the changes that are happening with interest rates, mortgages, and it's critical because you make the wrong decision, you're going to be in a very difficult would you rather. Sonic Loans is a family business and they are there to support your mortgage needs, whether you're refinancing, whether you're getting your first time home. They are the partner you want in your corner to make sure that you're getting into the best interest rate, 15-year, 30-year fixed. Sonic Loans, Charlie and his team, they're the right group to go to.
NMLS number 1955855. Not available in all states. Not a commitment to lend. Additional requirements apply. Visit sonicloans.com or call 313-488-4888 for more information.
Buzzn The Tower is also brought to you by Bolton Legal Group. You can find them at boltonlegalgroup.com. Would you rather be represented by the attorney from Citizens on Patrol, the police academy, awful attorney who had no idea what he was doing, or Ian Bolton and his team at Bolton Legal Group? Aggressive, efficient, business law, real estate law, any type of problem that you have, they're the group that's going to support and take care of you. They'll never put you in a would you rather. He's not going to tell you, would you rather go to jail for 5 years or 15, pay $1 million fine or a $10 million fine. He's going to say, would you rather celebrate the victory with champagne or a 6-pack of your favorite beer? That's the kind of guy Ian and his team are. Reach out to them. 248-595-0001. Tell them Buzzn The Tower sent you and let him and his team get to work immediately on supporting you and making sure that you get the best protection that can be offered on this side of the Mississippi. Is that a thing? It might be a thing. I think it's a thing. We'll go with it. Today's episode, Would You Rather 80s edition. Kiss, Marry, Kill. What would you take to a deserted island? Which of the 5 senses would you give up? What superpower would you have if you could only have one? What would your 3 wishes be if you found the lamp? What moment would you go back to in time if you had a time machine? And of course, would you rather? All of these binary decision games are responsible for laughs, tears, and occasionally dry heaving from disgust. Today on Buzzn The Tower, we take everything we know about 80s movies and everything we know about each other and create our own version of Would You Rather 80s edition. I'm Mo Shapiro, and joining me as always, the kill on my Kiss, Marry, Kill list, Max Sanders. And with that, would you rather?
You would kill me?
Shut your mouth. I'm so mad at you right now.
I know.
I would have put you on the Kiss list and maybe even the Marry list. I would have if you hadn't have screwed up. Just so people know, I give Max the same amount of responsibility as a circus monkey.
I'm a very well-trained
I ask you
monkey.
to show up, juggle.
I can't juggle.
Don't crap on the stage. I ask you to do the simplest things,
I can't
and you
whistle
can't do
either.
it. It's unbelievable.
Can you whistle?
Yeah, of course I can whistle.
Do it right now.
No.
Okay. Yeah, nice. I can't. Right.
This is just making me want to murder you more. So we have a special item for our Patreons, which, by the way, visit us at
A new car.
patreon.com.
You get a car.
Can I finish the plug?
Yeah, sure.
You gorilla. You filthy primate. Just shut your mouth. I'm so mad at you. Patreon.com/Buzzn The Tower, where you can support us by joining as a Goose, an Iceman, or the elusive Maverick.
Ooh.
We got a gift for our Icemen and our Mavericks. We got them their wings. In the military, when you join the Air Force, you get your wings. Or if you're a kid on an airplane, they give you your wings. We've got Buzzn The Tower wings. Ordered them. Worked with Joe at wizardpin.com. Great company. If you're looking for enamel pins, check them out. They're on our website too.
They look great.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how they look, Max, because you got the package this morning and you didn't tell me it arrived and you didn't bring it to record.
Well, I thought I was supposed to send them all out.
But you could have even bring 1 or 2 for me to look at?
I guess.
You're the worst human being alive.
Sorry.
I'll tell you, would I rather? The answer is yes. I'd rather do this podcast with anyone but you.
That's mean.
I said it.
I
don't mean that. I immediately regret
edit that
it.
out.
I'm not. I'm ashamed that I said it, but I'm so mad at you. Anyways,
What happens when I screw
Max,
something big up?
welcome to the gosh dang show, Max. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
We already talked about Patreon. Let's talk about following us, subscribing, leaving a 5-star review. Get after it. Spotify, Apple Podcast,
Google Podcast. Amazon Podcast.
Amazon, anything. You name it. We go to Siri and just say, Siri, play me the latest episode of Buzzn The Tower.
Does that work?
It might. Social media, at Buzzn The Tower. We might even put something out there you like. Max is pretty good at that stuff. Take a look.
A lot more videos lately.
TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want.
Yes.
Name it.
Snapchat,
You name it, we're there.
Twitter.
Snap. Follow, say hi to Max on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Send him something that you want to disappear 5 seconds after you send.
Don't send me that.
Yeah. Send it compliments of Max. I don't want to see that. He can. Today's episode is going to wait. As every week I do this and forget. Max, we got people that are requesting permission to Buzz the Tower and we got to let them in.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Goose, but it's time to buzz the tower.
Remember, patrons, no points for second place. Another spectacular Top Gun quote for our Top Gun patrons. I'm doing this by myself. Max is nowhere to be found. I feel alone. I feel naked. It's very uncomfortable, but I will do it. I'll do it for the patrons. I'll do it for our co-pilots because they deserve it. Patreon.com/Buzzn The Tower. It is the single best way to support the show. Every week, we have new people joining the crew, new co-pilots. Behind the scenes look at our podcast, one-on-one phone calls. Max will make you his famous mac and cheese and ship it to your house, whatever you need. We're here to do for you. On that note, I want to welcome our newest co-pilots to the show. Unbelievably humbled by your patronage, as always. This week, no Gooses and 2 Icemen and 1 Maverick. Our 2 Icemans are Mark Diatero and Jennifer Bueller. Welcome, Icemen. And our 1 Maverick is Frankie DiNaprio. Frankie, we are honored to have you as a Maverick. For everyone else who's listening and who is our co-pilot, thank you as always for your support. And again, could not do this without the support of our Patreon, the support of our listeners. Please sign up if you haven't already. It's worth it, I promise. We're growing each week and there's a reason. So as always, from me to you, thank you.
Hey, Tony. Thanks.
Saunders. Thanks.
And Mardigan.
What?
Thanks.
Todd, thanks.
Ren, thank you for, thank you.
I gave you yet another impressive quote from Top Gun. At what point will I run out? Who knows?
How many lines of dialogue is there in
Predator?
Top Gun?
Well, it depends. If it's Predator, it's a different conversation than Top Gun. I know where your head's at. Let's talk taco. Let's get rolling. What do we got?
Taco?
Yeah. You never heard that?
No.
I just made it up. Now you have.
Are we talking about tacos?
I meant to say let's talk turkey. I don't know why I said taco, but I like taco more. I like tacos more than turkey. How about a turkey taco?
Ground turkey.
I'm so
Delicious.
angry at you that I'm having a lot of trouble looking at you, so I'm going to just look away when I talk to you.
Just take a deep breath. I'm going to screw up a lot worse than this. Yeah. You screw up too.
Not my monkey, not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus.
Remember when you didn't put the music for the advertisement once and I was like, what's going on? You're
Not
like,
my
great
monkey,
call.
not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus. Max Sanders, today we're doing something very different.
Yep.
I like it though. It was your idea. All credit to you. If this sucks, all credit to you.
Okay.
If this works, all credit to me
When have we ever
for letting you do
when
it.
have we ever finished a podcast and been like, that sucked? It was the guilty
One time.
pleasure. And it was
One
great.
time.
It was our,
Nope. One time.
Howard the Duck wasn't,
Howard the Duck, the lost episode.
that wasn't on our schedule of
Doesn't
podcasting.
matter. Worst, it was the worst thing.
That was a
I've ever
practice
done.
run.
Max,
What?
are you ready? That's not true. It was not a practice run. That was a legit episode. You've worst
All right,
memory.
you're just seething with anger.
I am because I want to see the pins. There's no damn pin in
Do you want
front
me to
of
go
me.
home?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to do this by myself.
15 minutes of dead air while I drive home. Well, 2 hours.
here
Because
we
I
go.
drive an hour.
Oh, poor Max. Here we go. Poor Max has to drive an hour. We're going to get notes on this one. I'm going to get letters. You're too hard on Max. Tell your dad to stop writing me letters. All right, so I'm ready. Are you ready?
I don't think he listens.
Here's what we're doing today. At one point or another, having a few beers on a Saturday night in college or having a soda in high school, if you will, we all sat around and played the different types of games like the Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to never eat a peanut butter sandwich again or never eat a piece of pizza again, or
It's a bad one.
It's a bad one. I love both those things.
Peanut butter sandwich.
These binary decisions, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever is on that list too, you know, or would you rather, would you ever, all these fun games.
Yeah.
So Max, in his simple brilliance, came up with the idea.
Well, this is what I do at work all the time.
This is what you do all day. I
Because-
assume you wake up in the morning humming and you just do this in your head.
I told my dad this, and he's like, "This is all you do. It's annoying, but you do this all the time."
I love that your dad called you annoying. That
Well,
makes
because
me happy.
my job doesn't require that much brain power.
That's not true. If you were a good bartender, it would.
I'd rather not be. I've always argued if you're good at making shots, you're a bad bartender
Yeah, that's true.
because it takes 2 seconds and they can't return it. So
There
who
you go.
cares if
you
you're
are?
good or not?
You're a minute man. Jeez. Max, the idea behind what we're doing today is you've come up with a list of questions that you're going to ask me.
Yep.
They're meant to stump me and put me in a terrible twist and situation to make a horrific, heartbreaking Sophie's Choice like decision.
But based on 80s movies.
Based on 80s movies and based on what you know about me.
Yeah.
I have done the same. In addition to that, our co-pilots, our patrons, have thrown in a few questions as well that
that's
I will be
fun.
reading. Do you want to start with their questions? I say we start with their questions.
Okay, cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, let's get after it. Our first question is from Lois Wattis, because I don't know if it's Louise or Lewis or Lois, but I love the name either way. New to
my
the
middle name.
That's weird. New to the Patreon. This is a great one right out the gate.
Okay. Who's it for?
I think it's for both of us. I'm damn sure it's for both of us.
Okay.
Shue or Goldblum as a guest on the show?
Goldblum.
Elizabeth Shue or Jeff Goldblum?
Easy. Goldblum.
Shue.
The stories Goldblum has,
Max Shue. Take a deep breath and think about it.
their 80s career.
I would argue Elizabeth Shue's 80s career is, you take vibes out of it. Elizabeth Shue's 80s career is better than
What is
Goldblum.
it? Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
And
Cocktail. And
The Karate Kid. Yeah. So then we have The Big Chill.
Yeah.
The Fly.
Yeah.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah.
Did I say The Big Chill?
You did.
What else? is
Vibes.
in? Vibes. I don't know. I like Goldblum. He's a good
I know
guy.
you like, look, I'm not,
Well, and he's a storyteller. You would just gawk if Elizabeth Shue came
I
in
wouldn't
here.
gawk. I would be very polite and regal.
Your
and
mouth would be on the floor like Looney Tunes.
I'd call her Allie.
Yeah.
And I would ask her if she wants to go play putt-putt golf with me sometime.
Yeah, you would lock all the doors.
All right, whatever. Our next question, which I already were disagreeing, but this is a little bit different because that to me is like it's a great
yes.
question, but it was more of a pitting you and I against each other instead of the internal.
Well, it
pitting.
worked.
This next one's good. This one's really good. This one might have us stuck for a while. Alan Laws, erase Arnold or Sly. You get to pick one or the other. Entire 80s catalog and why? Oh man! Try to make your case. I can't even make the case.
I guess you erase Sly
I don't know.
because you still have Rocky 1 from the 70s. So like Rocky still exists.
Dude, you lose Rambo. You lose 3 Rambos.
Yep.
Cobra.
I can't lose the Terminator, man. And Predator. Predator's number one.
Predator's the
It's
only
number one guy.
You know, what am I saying? Commando.
Yeah.
Predator.
Yeah.
Running Man.
Twins.
Twins.
You get comedy.
You got to kill Sly.
You got to.
But man, what a sad
Cobra.
world.
Oh, Cobra's gone.
I said Cobra. Where's your head at?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't lose both the Conans. Or all 3. Red Sonja was in the 80s too.
That is true.
Red Heat.
I could lose Red Heat.
That's great.
I don't know. Walter Hill kind of disappointed me with that one.
Oh man.
But
I don't know.
Arnold's 80s is his like wheelhouse. I guess, well, his 90s is too. You'd still have 90s Arnold and
Total Recall.
No.
True Lies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
What do you mean, oh no?
I thought you were talking about them as 80s movies.
No.
No, what I'm saying is for the world's betterment, we still have Arnold's 90s. Sly's wheelhouse is the 80s and the 80s alone. See what I'm saying?
I do. It's fair.
You
It's
take
fair.
away Sly's 80s.
He's got nothing.
We don't really have it. Well, not
Well, no, he doesn't have a lot. No,
Copland.
yeah.
I like Copland.
Copland is good.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
But it's not. But it's not Arnold. You know. So, do we sympathize and give?
I don't know.
give it to
man.
Sly.
We got to move on.
Okay,
This
okay.
one's killing me. I can't.
TBD.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
TBD. Chris Williams. Erase 3 This is a great one. Erase 3 randomly selected John Hughes films, or sacrifice 1 movie, but it has to be The Goonies. This is a no-brainer for me.
It's the other way.
Goodbye to the John Hughes movies.
Goodbye Goonies.
No way.
Yeah.
Because you're out of your mind. Here, John
What would be
Hughes.
the 3 John Hughes?
It's 3 random ones. See, that's the whole thing. You don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
You have no idea.
Do the random one.
But we have to figure out what that's from, because I'm stealing that from something and I just can't remember. If anybody knows what that sound is from, I did it on the last couple episodes too. I just don't know. Like, I'm stealing it from something, but I can't remember what it's from. Yeah, no brainer
Everybody
for me.
steals.
No brainer for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause
Other
I
way.
hate the Goonies. Great question though. And then Libby, who is like a rock star, and you and I love her to death.
Did she have a bad question?
It's kind of weak. It's
What
a little
is
bit
it?
weak. Kit or the DeLorean?
DeLorean.
Yeah, you keep it.
Well, no, living car is pretty. But DeLorean, I mean,
Max, are you joking?
is Kid actually alive?
It doesn't. If you get rid of Kit and you get rid of the Hasselhoff and you get rid of Knight Rider,
Yeah.
if you're basically, she's saying, what are your options? Get rid of Knight Rider or get rid of Back to the Future? Is that even a question?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What do you mean you guess?
Is she asking, do we want Kit or do we want the DeLorean for ourselves?
Either of those questions fall back to the Future. You want a time machine or a talking car?
But
Do you want a time machine or a talking car?
are we getting the prop or are we getting
Do you
You're
want...
not answering.
Fine. All 3 of these questions. Do you want the prop DeLorean or the prop Kit?
Yeah.
Do you want the time machine
Okay,
or
fine.
do you want the talking car?
I was trying
Do
to
you
not
want
be
Back to the
mean.
Future
Yeah.
or do you want
All right.
Knight Rider?
Jesus.
Good freaking Lord, Max. I can't believe.
You're
I mean,
being
for
mean to
God,
everybody.
come on.
Libby didn't
Come
do
on.
anything to you.
She didn't. I still love her, but I can't. She admitted. She posted this on our Patreon. Then right underneath it, she's like, "I didn't do very good on this." I'm like, "No, you didn't. That's okay. We still love you." Max, that concludes our Patreon questions. Are we ready now to move to the juicy ones?
Yes.
Would you like to
Moisture.
go first, Max?
No. Hit me.
Oh man, I'm going first. Here we go.
No pressure.
My first one, I'm coming out screaming.
So did you like look at my Facebook page and like get inspired and try to like?
No, I can close my eyes. I know you with
Okay.
my eyes closed. Go
I
on.
did like a collage of you.
Of course, because you're super
was
weird.
a beautiful mind.
You know,
It was-
for as well as you know me, that you didn't bring the pin here today is beyond me, but that's fine. My first one is it's good. I feel really good about this. Would you rather be Flanagan or Coughlin from Cocktail?
Ooh.
Now,
the
hold
bartender's
on.
choice.
Let me preface this.
Yep.
The easy out on this is to say one obviously kills himself and
Yep.
one doesn't. But I want you to really think about this, because don't just think about the movie. Think about the lifestyle that you're going to have to live. You knocked up some girl that you met. You
Yeah.
met overseas, and think about, I know how much you
She is
love
rich.
I know, but I know how much you love the lifestyle. I also put yourself in Max, 5-6 years ago, not necessarily Max today. The lifestyle,
So I got a pregnant Elizabeth Shue drinking champagne at the end.
yeah, that just isn't really that good.
No, it's not a good look.
Or, think Roadhouse, think
Yeah. Kelly Lynch.
Kelly Lynch.
Yeah.
These are things for you to consider. I'm just throwing it out there.
So I've never been a risk taker. I'm kind of more averse to it.
Yeah.
I think being Coughlin would be fun.
I knew you'd pick Coughlin.
I get to play with stocks. I get to sit on someone else's boat.
Coughlin's a deviant. That's
He
why
is.
I thought you would pick.
Well, he's so confident and he loves being a bartender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Flanagan's got all these dreams.
Yeah.
Screw dreams.
You know, see, this is why I know you so well. So like on these first couple, I
He's tall and handsome.
I did a bad job.
Yeah.
Not a bad job. I was supposed to make these things that you would have to struggle to
Yeah.
select. And in my head, when I wrote this one out, I thought it was a fun question. I'm like, he's just going to pick Coughlin because he's a degenerate and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
They're good.
Well, I mean, yeah, Kelly Lynch in a bathing suit.
Yeah,
That's
there
good
you go.
stuff.
All right. I might get better. They get tougher.
Although Kokomo would be fun. Flanagan went to Kokomo. He went there. He has his own business.
Right.
He's got a family going.
Yeah.
He looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you like that?
He's short.
He is short.
He's a bar poet.
He is a bar poet.
I love the bar poet.
And women love him.
It's true.
And you love being loved.
I do.
Your favorite thing is for people to love you.
People love Coughlin.
They love Coughlin's law. I don't know if they love Coughlin.
I think you love Coughlin. Don't you love Coughlin?
I think he's a scoundrel, but also I think
We're supposed to love
You're
scoundrels.
kind of a scoundrel.
Yeah.
It's very dirty, rotten scoundrels. to
Would you
me.
be Flanagan?
Oh, I'd be neither. I can't stay up past 9 o'clock at night anymore, but
Well,
I'd
Flanagan
be
has his own
was
business.
this his uncle that owns the bar?
The cheap one?
I'd be his uncle.
Okay.
Like loaned him money and was it his uncle? I think it
Yeah.
was his uncle. Yeah. That's me.
Okay.
I'd be the uncle.
I like it though. It shows that you know I was a bartender.
Yeah,
So that's good.
That's good. I know something about you. Jesus Christ. All right, Max, hit me. What do you got?
Okay, so I got weird.
Yeah, Jesus. I bet you that. Well, how many do you have? 6 or 7?
I wrote down 15.
And then you had to reduce it,
Yes.
of course. I think I've got 7 for you. I bet yours are all super, super weird, and they're not going to reflect anything about me. They're going to
No.
reflect how weird you are.
No, they do both.
Okay.
50-50.
Woo! Here we go.
Would you rather have Scott Howard's Teen Wolf power, but in football, and it only lasts through high school,
Jesus Christ.
or have dinner with the entire Goonies cast every year on your birthday
Dinner
for
with
for the next 5 years?
Can I cut you off right? Dinner with the entire Goonies staff.
You don't want to be the dominant
I already
football
was.
player?
I already was.
You were the wolf.
No, it wasn't the wolf, but I would have done the same thing. I would have dominated, and then all my friends would have gotten mad, and then the last game I would have been like, I'll just be myself.
You could have like broken every high school record and won kind of championships. And glory.
I would take having dinner with the cast of the Goonies over literally seeing the birth of any of my children. Just so we're
Wow.
clear, like
Oh my
so telling me
God.
that could be like where I give you credit is, just like I looked up that you're a bartender,
Yeah.
you know that I've got a little Al Bundy syndrome and I may live in the past and
Yeah.
like to talk about high school football. No way. Cast of the Goonies every day.
I'm shocked.
7 days a week, twice on
I
Sunday.
put for 5 years. You answered before. You
I didn't even need to hear it. The minute you said Goonies, I was like, I'm in.
What would you guys have? Like ice cream and soda pop?
No, we'd have pizza and Rocky Road ice cream.
Oh, that's good.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's a chunk had smashed his little pizza up.
Yeah.
And I'd have pizza and I think it had a milkshake.
Yeah, you did.
That's
like
right.
a strawberry shake.
Or chips. They make
Yeah.
a mess all over the ground with the chips. I can shut my eyes and tell you everything you need to know. Some dirty brown water.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Don't even worry about it, man.
Shocked. I thought I had a good one.
No.
We both came out too hot.
I know. I think we may have overthought this one. That's
Yeah.
all right. I like it though. It was a good question. All right, this one's good. This one will be tough.
Okay.
If you were forced to shave someone's head prior to the filming of this movie, whose head would you shave? Swayze in Roadhouse
Oh
or
my
Mel
God.
Gibson in Lethal Weapon?
Jesus Christ.
So for those that have only listened to this one episode, Max has the most unhealthy obsession with luxurious 80s male hair.
Yeah.
Like if it was up to you, we would have a podcast called like Buzzn the Head. And it would just be people like haircut.
Buzzn the mullet.
Buzzn the mullet. There you
Yeah.
go. And it would just be you talking about hairstyles.
Okay. So let me think
So
about
you better
this.
think real hard. Remember the repercussion of this.
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind that the repercussion of this is that they make that movie with no mullet. I want you to really think about what is Roadhouse to you
Ooh.
without Dalton and his hair versus what is Riggs to you without hair in Lethal Weapon.
So let me think this out. So in Roadhouse, at least everyone else has glorious hair, so at least it feels right. So maybe he's a little different. Because the thing is, the reason Riggs stands out, he's a rebel. The hair signifies that he's different. The Swayze being bald might be more like what was it, David Carradine show where he traveled the earth, doing kung fu? Was it kung fu?
Oh, Kung Fu.
Yeah.
What's that movie with the bus that has to go over 80 miles an hour? It's Speed. No. It's the bus that has to go over.
The bus that couldn't slow down.
What's the name of the movie with Kung Fu?
So Swayze might be more mystical with the shaved head. The Tai Chi, the spiritualism, the philosophy. But Mel's got more expressive eyes. Swayze would look weirder.
Tell me
Bald.
a movie Swayze is in with his hair cut really short that you like.
3 Wishes. What?
I've never even seen Three Wishes.
Really?
No.
It's not great. I like it.
All right, so it sounds like you're leaning towards shaving Swayze's head.
I think you gotta shave Swayze's head because the movie survives otherwise.
I don't know, man.
Because Gibson, I mean, Riggs with a shaved head, you just think he was a skinhead.
I don't know.
Right? Because you got the spiritualism with Dalton at
Pretty
least.
tough question, isn't it?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
I feel like it.
But-
All right, so you're going with shave Swayze's head.
Yeah.
All right, there's your answer.
What do you usually look like bald?
I don't know.
We should put it on a Photoshop.
We should. Max, what do you got for me?
Okay. Let's see.
How many of your questions are Goonies related?
A couple.
A couple.
But no, I got rid of them. Would you rather have the scores, because I know you're a music guy,
Yeah.
of Highlander and Flash Gordon done exclusively by Rick Astley, or have the special effects of Aliens and Predator done by the Cheeto Brothers, who did the creature effects for Critters and Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Oh,
I took the heart out of both of them.
wow. That's a complicated question. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So basically what you're saying is
You take Queen, get him out of there.
you lose Queen from Highlander and Flash Gordon.
And you get Stan,
Flash!
and you get Stan Winston basically at Aliens and Predator.
Oh.
And think about the effects for
this
Critters
this
and
is
Killer
really,
Clowns.
I know, they're terrible.
Yeah, never gonna give you up.
Damn it.
Ah!
But what if Rick Ashley
Comes
could
with
pull it
fire?
off? Yeah.
Can he? Do you really think he can?
Flash, he's a Flash Gordon. He's gonna flash you all day and night. No.
So which one?
Oh man. I mean, the special effects in Predator and Aliens is so good.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So it makes the I took what makes the movie and I took it out of there.
I love Queen.
I know. Queen rocks.
All right, here's my logic. I have to get rid of Queen only because in the overall ranking of the movies, I love Highlander and I love Flash Gordon, but I don't love them as much as I love Aliens.
They're
and
not in that
Predator.
echelon.
So like I'm willing to sacrifice my favorite parts of those movies to preserve the overall movies of Predator and Alien. Excellent question though. Oh
Woo,
my God,
Rick
that was a good
Astley.
one. That was a good one. Oh man.
We should make some
I feel like I
songs.
just got Rickrolled hard.
Can you put some music in after this?
Maybe. I'll think about it. All right, here we go. It's up to you now. This one's a little ridiculous. Really think about this, okay?
Okay.
Would you rather watch all of the Hellraiser movies in a week or watch Dream a Little Dream on repeat for 24 straight hours?
Oh my God.
20. I'll watch you again. Think about this. 24 straight hours.
I have to like have my eyes open.
Yeah,
and,
you have to watch Dream a Little Dream over and over again for 24 straight hours. Or throughout a whole week, watch all the Hellraisers.
You know what? I'm such a baby. I'll man up. I'll watch the Hellraisers. I can't watch Dream a Little Dream that many times.
I'm telling you right now, mistake.
Really?
It'll change you. The Hellraiser movies are horrifying.
It's
You haven't watched any yet, have
Zero.
you? Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're
Dream
not
a Little
built
Dream's
for
so,
them.
Dream a Little Dream's so bad.
Why do you hate that movie so much? It has
don't know.
both Corys in it.
Yeah, but it's at the.
It's only one of like 5 films that. What are the films that have both Corys?
License
in it?
to Drive.
License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream,
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys,
and
and probably some other obscure film in the 90s.
in the 90s. Yeah, they burnt out a little bit. But I don't know. They seem a little sad. They seem like they're growing up and it's not going well.
All right, Hellraisers
In life.
it is. I'm surprised by that one. That one caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll man up.
All right.
Is it really going to give me nightmares?
Yes, Hellraiser is going to give you.
Does it give you nightmares?
Of all of the horror films I've ever watched, Hellraiser is like high on the list of Hellraiser and Exorcist. Typically for me, any movies that tie into like religion and the scary hell part of religion, it gets me a little bit. Like what was the Schwarzenegger movie?
From Hell?
No, it was where he basically was like
He's like, you're pansy compared to me.
End of Days.
Yeah.
End of Days. Like
Yeah.
that got me a little
Doesn't
bit.
he yell the devil?
Yeah, I think so. Max, before we go any further, now is a perfect time to take a break for our advertisers. Buzzn The Tower is also brought to you by Dobie Real Estate. You can find them at wearedobie.com. Buying and selling a house. Every single week we talk about it. And every single week I keep on waiting for things to be a little bit less crazy. But the demand is still incredible. The supply is low. That's where Dobie Real Estate comes in. They are, from the beginning of the process to the end of the process, your best friend in this war on real estate. Would you rather go with your family friend who is a cousin of a friend of a buddy who doesn't even help you, or would you rather go to Dobie Real Estate, proven professionals, Amazing marketing team, amazing agents, 400 million sales in 2021, 1,000 homes sold. They are the premier real estate provider in the area. Go to Dobie. Tell them Buzzn The Tower sent you. Simon is a great guy. He and his team of incredible agents are going to get you into the right home. Or they're going to sell your current home at 20, 30% more than you ever thought was possible. Give them a call right now if you're even considering getting into this real estate market. I promise you, they will give you the best service around. All right, Max. Thank goodness we don't have to make a Sophie's choice between our advertisers because they're all so wonderful and I love them. Thank you guys very much. You are up. What do you got for me?
All right, I'll go with my heavy hitter.
Uh-oh. We have a few more to go. You don't have to like...
Okay, yeah, wait. Okay, scenario.
Oh, boy.
You wake up looking like Top Gun Tom Cruise for the next 10 years of your life while eating whatever you want. But after that decade, you are permanently stuck looking like Tinker from Roadhouse.
Or the years are so complicated. I have to like write them down. All right. Tom Cruise, Top Gun, 10 years.
Eat whatever you want.
And then tinker for the rest of your life. Got it.
Or you have a Brewster's Million scenario, but only 3 days to spend the 30 million to earn the 300 million. And if you fail, you owe the bank $100,000 every year for the rest of your life.
Have you lost your mind? I don't even understand. These are not even comparable things.
What?
This is like, do you like peanut butter or cars? Like, I don't even understand what you just said.
Too much?
It's not too much. Just, I mean, I don't even know how to comparably discuss this.
What would you rather do? That's the question.
The Brewsters.
Yeah?
Yes. I'm married with 3 kids, looking like Tom Cruise. You should ask Trish what she wants.
But
I could care less.
You owe the bank $100,000 every year.
You think I couldn't spend that kind of money in 3 days?
But you have to have no assets. Like,
It doesn't
remember, look what happened to him.
Dude, come on. I could do that. Easy.
Okay.
I'd sink it all into Bitcoin and then Bitcoin would tank and I'd be out of money. That's weird.
Sorry.
I hope that wasn't your heavy hitter, was it?
No.
All right, just calm down.
I thought that was very amusing.
Well, because this is like your dad telling you that you sit around all day and think of these crazy things. These aren't even comparable. It's not even a binary decision. It's like a 4-point. You know what it felt like? It felt like, you know what I literally just went through with you? You're going to love this.
What?
Back to school. Thornton Mellon, when what's his face? What's the professor, the crappy jerk professor's name?
I'm outraged.
Yeah. Philip Barbet. Philip. You just gave me the Philip final exam question. I only have one question for you with 15 subparts and 14 and you get through the whole
It was
thing.
2 parts each.
Jesus
Can you not follow
Christ.
that?
It was hard to follow.
Wow.
It was weak at best. You always have one weak at best. You know, I should give you one. Here's your new, I'm adding one to the list.
You already had a week.
Your option is A. I was going to be so mean. Never mind. I'm not even going to say it.
Do a good job on the podcast.
How about just like
B,
A,
bring the pins.
A, you remember the pins,
there
or
it
B,
is.
go one whole podcast without saying something stupid.
All right, let's go.
All right, there we go.
What's your next question?
Don't get pouty with me. How do you think that's how I feel about the pens? The pins. All right, it's my turn. I kept mine so easy for you, and you give me these 10-part questions. All right, you ready?
Sorry you have to use your brain for 3 seconds.
Here's a stinger.
Okay.
Here's a one that's not gonna feel good for you. This might be the best one, but I don't care. I'm going in the order it's written on my sheet. One has to go, Max. Short Circuit or Real Genius?
Man.
Your brain just shattered.
Does Short Circuit 2 still
Yes,
exist?
the whole thing. The whole series. 1 and 2 gone.
Well, there's 2. It's not like
It's a series.
I know, like all of them. It's like 7. No,
Yeah.
there's 2. Input. Oh, man. Okay, so I lose Johnny Five or I lose Chris Knight. Johnny Five is more memorable as kind of an icon. Real Genius is more quotable. What do I enjoy watching more?
What's your heart tell you, Max?
Real Genius is a better movie.
Better movie doesn't matter. We're trash pandas.
I know. I got it. Real Genius is in my top 10 of 80s movies.
So is Short Circuit.
It's like top 20.
Is it though?
It is.
I bet if you did a top 10, that Short Circuit would sneak in
It
there.
drags at times when Ali Sheedy's like at her house and she has that weird van.
I can't believe you're turning on Johnny Five. No disassemble, Max. No disassemble.
I'm not turning on Johnny Five. It's like he's not formally built as a character until like an hour into the movie.
Yeah, no, whatever you say, man.
I enjoy all of Real Genius.
You know what
from
it sounds
beginning
like?
to
It sounds
the end.
like you just took your dog that you had and loved for years and drove it to the side of the road and let it out of the car and said,
He's a robot. He has no feelings.
I said, you weren't a formally built, dog until I
beating him
got
up
you.
like in Short Circuit
that's
2.
good. There you go.
Val Kilmer, man. I gotta go Val Kilmer.
Wow.
Better soundtrack too.
Good. Say goodbye to Short Circuit.
What would you
1 and
pick?
2. This isn't a tough one. I picked Real Genius.
Yeah,
Yeah, but okay. I'm also don't feel the way about Short Circuit that you do.
I know, but Johnny Five will live on in other.
Just remember,
There's other robots movies. There's not any other smart building a laser college movies. What?
Revenge of the Nerds has an element of that in it.
No, it doesn't.
Sure does.
'Cause
Nerds in Paradise, when they get stuck on the island and they revive a tank and they have to use maps to get back
It's
to.
not realistic.
Why do I know so much about Revenge of the Nerds too?
Real genius is its own category. We just talked about tropes, robots. There's so many robots. I have more. I could go with Max.
All right. Whatever you say, buddy.
I mean, Jinx. Jinx the robot.
Jinx the robot.
Sicko the robot.
All right. You're up. What do you got for me?
Okay, I'll make this one easier. So
I mean, a little bit easier.
I can spell it in crayon if you want.
I appreciate that. Thanks. How does one spell in crayon? Did you mean write it in crayon?
Yes.
Okay, because spelling it in crayon, I'd love to see how you do that.
W. Would you rather officiate Wesley and Princess Buttercup's fairy tale wedding
Oh, I like this.
or play 18 holes at Bushwood with Ty Webb,
Oh my
Al Cervic,
God, that's a
and
good
Danny
one.
Noonan?
Oh, that's a really good one.
Woo!
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Was that your? I mean, did you have how are you going to top that?
I wasn't even
Should we shut the show down right now?
I
This is
wasn't even going to
fantastic.
include that one.
Oh my God. I mean, I get to do marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only do I get to do that, remember, like
You can be part of the ceremony.
I'm officiating a ceremony that gets broken up. Like it's got everything.
No, you're doing a wedding that doesn't exist yet. You're doing Princess Buttercup and Wesley.
You made a mistake. You should have told me that I'm doing.
Okay, then reverse it.
Reverse
Well,
it, because that's tougher.
I thought you'd have more fun.
No, I'd have more fun doing the one where I'm being yelled at by Humpadink.
Okay.
Come on, get to the part. Get to the part.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Husband, wife. Or no, that's from this. I conflate things all the time. I literally just skipped over to Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, which by the way, remarkably similar. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
The whole idea of like, Princess Vespa and sorry, the hair. Wow. Okay. Either way,
No, go with the original wedding then.
being the marriage guy or playing 18.
Yeah.
Playing 18 with Ty and
I wasn't sure if I should include Spangler. It would have been weird with him, right?
yeah, a little bit.
He's just like looking at the other women. But
Yeah. Oh man. Oh God. I gotta officiate the wedding.
yeah,
I gotta officiate the wedding.
I thought you loved golf so
I
much.
love
Yeah,
golfing,
yeah.
but I love the Princess Bride. Like to be there and to
You
know
love Caddyshack.
I do, but I love the Princess Bride, right? To
Yeah.
know that Wesley's there and Fezzik. I get to see Fezzik.
You
Come
do.
on.
Yeah, that's
How do you
true.
say no to that?
Yeah, that's fair.
And Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise, what's his name? Chevy Chase is a prick, and
Yeah.
I could live without it. I could
Okay.
live without it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a good one.
Thank
that was
you.
really good. You certainly compensated for the hot garbage you gave me before that. So this one's great because for people who don't know you, very few people I know are as big of a coward as you are. Like you're up there on the coward list.
Yeah.
Like you are not the kind of person, like if gunshots were fired, you would throw your girlfriend in harm's way and run out the back
No,
door.
just run.
You might throw her.
No, she can handle herself.
Okay, someone else's girlfriend. You'd
Yeah.
throw someone. So maybe the way you show affection to Selena is you just didn't throw her, but you'd run.
I throw money at the guy and hope he
But
left.
you'd run.
Selena listens to this.
You're soft as a pillow. I'm sorry. Be a man. Be tough. I'll let you have it. We'll edit it later.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
For
Bottom.
Selena, I'm taking them on.
But there you go. Had a guy. Boy, now she's laughing. Now she's cracking
She's a bow
up.
hunter and can
I know,
like,
dude.
kill things.
She is the protector.
Yeah.
She's the man of the relationship for sure. Max, would you rather be forced to join the police academy like Mahoney or the military like John and Russell from Stripes?
Mahoney, obviously.
Hold on. I want you to think about this for a second.
Okay.
Take the hijinks out of it for a second and objectively look at the experience that you have to go through.
But I can live in like normal society, not in barracks. It's terrifying.
But when they're done, they're only there for a little bit and they're done.
Quando.
And they're done. They sing a little doo-wah ditty. They go on one mission and then they're all famous.
But they're still in the military.
Ox is on like Teen Girl magazine.
Is he?
Yeah, at the end when they do the little like, where everybody is now.
So and plus I get to hang out with Motor Mouth Jones. I get to flirt with Kim Cattrall.
And Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them.
And I get to ride cool like things.
I suspect that you would end up at the Blue Oyster Bar by mistake. This feels like,
I'd hang out there.
I feel like you'd be less of a Mahoney and more of like a
Just call us cruising. Let's
Sweet
do it.
Chuck. You're Sweet Chuck.
I don't know. It seems more fun to be in the police
All right,
academy.
all right, fine.
Although the towns do seem dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
A lot of gunplay,
But-
a riot.
But like in Stripes, they land in like Guatemala with
Russia?
with terrorist.
Wasn't it Russia?
No, like when they were on the plane and like accidentally took LSD.
That is the uncut.
Oh.
That's the extra part that nobody has seen.
Oh, really?
You're speaking about something that literally 3 people in the world have ever seen.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's the full cut, like extra director edition.
Okay.
They never do that in like normal Stripes. The only place they go outside of training is they go over to Europe and they steal the RV.
Yeah, the RV. They had to drive through like a Russian Yeah, that's dangerous.
It's dangerous. But they also have some beautiful girlfriends, and they break all the rules and they have fun.
Mahoney
They go
does
to
all
that.
right.
They go to that mud wrestling place. You would love that. That's right up your alley.
No, it's not.
That
I'm not
reminds me of my
specific.
bachelor party with you, actually.
Yeah.
A different story for a different time. All right, Max, fine. There's your answer. What do you got for me?
I wanted to do one gross one. Because, that's what you rather when you're a little kid.
Oh, man. Here we go.
It's like, would you eat a toad or would you, I don't know,
Yeah, you just blew that.
stick your butt in sand?
I'd stick my butt in sand.
Yeah, that's
That
about it.
actually sounds kind of nice.
Okay, would you lick... I have to-
Jesus Christ, Max. Would you lick the Gajanti dagger?
John McClane's post shoot the glass feat to own the original RoboCop suit? Or...
Here we go again. 10 different
That was
angles.
two... Are
Okay,
you,
would
are
I
you caught up?
lick John McClane's post broken glass
Shoot
feet
the glass.
to own the original RoboCop suit?
Yeah. They customize it so you can fit it in.
Of course, I wear it. Of course.
Yeah. Or eat the entire Temple of Doom dinner that consisted of...
I'm out.
Wait, let me yeah.
Say it. I'm already getting sick to my stomach.
Fully alive snakes, giant beetles, eyeball soup, and for dessert, monkey
brain.
brains served straight from the skull.
So-
for, do you want to know what it's for?
Nope. Go ahead. Finish.
Darth Vader's original lightsaber
Nope.
and Boba Fett's original helmet.
No way. Can I tell you why?
Interesting.
I'll tell you a good story. This is funny that you stumbled into this.
Yeah.
I had the stomach flu when I was a
Okay.
little kid, and this movie was on TV, and I was like a little kid,
You went Exorcist?
and I threw up
yeah.
like you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And to this day, I cannot watch that scene.
Really?
I cannot watch any of
How
those.
have we not brought this
Can't
up?
watch. It's so funny. It's ironic that you brought this up.
Yeah.
You talking about it.
I know.
Makes you saw my face get like
I
white.
thought you were joking.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I literally, if there's I can watch like Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, when he vomits, it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me. I can watch Hellraiser. I can watch Nightmare on Elm Street. The only thing that makes me want to puke is that movie. I cannot watch anything from it.
I feel powerful now.
You are. So I'm sorry to cut that one short, but I will have to go with licking McClane's feet. Also, even if I didn't feel that way, I would go for the RoboCop suit.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars, but I'm not like a Star Wars nerd.
Your dog's name is Vader.
Yeah, because he's an all black dog and he's evil. So you name him Vader.
You love Star Wars.
I do. I love Star Wars, but I'm not.
The way you talk about Book of Boba Fett, I just like every time you tell me stuff, I just go nerd in my head.
Okay, I love Star Wars, but there's a difference between being like Star Wars, like worst episode ever Star Wars guy. I am more of a.
I mean, Darth Vader's lifesaver.
If you would give me the option between Darth Vader's lifesaver and
Lifesaver? It's delicious.
I know,
Cherry
lightsaber. Lightsaber. If you'd give me the option between that and Rowdy Roddy's glasses from They Live, I'd go glasses.
Wow.
That's how I feel. I like obscure stuff.
Okay.
I'm not a mainstream kind of guy.
Says the guy who wants the Beverly Hills Cop Lions jacket.
Because of why?
Because,
Does it have anything to do with the movie?
I don't know, it's mainstream though. Jared Goff wore it.
Max, why do I want that jacket?
Because you're a Lions fan.
There you go.
Okay. There you go. All right, we're done. We're
All
done.
right,
with
we're
this
done.
one.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
One of these has to go. Elmo's speech in Vision Quest or the letter read at the end of The Breakfast Club and the freeze frame.
As an 80s-ologist, it's the Breakfast Club because that's so iconic. No.
No, you don't pull this ideologist crap. You speak from the heart.
Yeah, no, I'm talking it out. I'm allowed to talk it out.
All right, talk it out. What's the deal?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
But if we don't talk it out, it's just like, yes, no. Is that what you want?
I was born in the
No.
darkness.
No Bane.
No Bane. No Bane.
I'm going to say pineapple every time you do Bane.
Fine.
And that means
Fine.
that's our safe word. Wait, what's a good 80s safe word?
Not pineapple.
Yeah. What is it? What's a good one? What's a good word?
How about every time I do it, you just say,
Marriage.
never gonna give you up.
I can't sing.
Can't sing.
So yeah, the Breakfast Club I can't do it. No, I almost speech is too powerful for me. Obviously. It's not even a question.
Let's talk. Forget emotions. Just objectively, The Breakfast Club would still be a great movie without that ending.
Well, Vision Quest is
Vision Quest would not survive.
the
without
greatest
that
high
speech.
school wrestling movie of all time.
It's the only, and it also that might be one of the greatest speeches ever given in a sports.
yeah,
movie.
Pele on his old black and white.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right, Max.
getting teary.
It's a pretty good one, wasn't it?
It was really good.
All right.
Not really, because I mean, I was just gonna pick Elmo's. It was good for. It made me like ho hum.
Yeah. Ho hum.
Okay, let's see.
We're down to our last couple, right?
Yeah.
Are you down to your last one?
Am I?
You might be. I got two left. I think I have one more than you.
Okay, here's the banger.
Oh boy.
You wake up tomorrow, one of the following two groups is erased from existence, and no one has any memory of it except you. Okay?
Okay.
Group 1, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sly Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, and every creative property they've ever touched.
Okay.
Group 2, Jim Henson and anything Muppet related.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh,
Had to come with the fire.
man. Oh, man.
I literally spent
Oh, my God.
2 hours putting things against Muppets, and I was like, no, he's going to pick Muppets. He's going to pick Muppets. I needed something gigantic. I needed the Voltron.
This is the Voltron.
Yeah.
Give me the action heroes again.
Arnold,
Sly,
Jean-Claude
Van Damme,
Steven Seagal. And every creative property they've ever done.
You gave me the Holy Square.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my God.
It's like your heart or your soul. Your childhood or your adulthood.
I have to give you an answer, don't I?
You do.
How about, can you ask me instead if a boat was sinking, which one of my children I'd save? I'm more comfortable asking that. Oh my
Charlie,
God.
come here.
Yeah, Charlie, for sure. No, don't say it. Just, one day my kids will listen to this. I'd save all three of you. I'd probably throw your mom off the boat to save all three of you, but I'd save all three of you.
Use her as a life raft.
Oh my God, Max.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'd have to save Henson.
That's what I thought.
I'd have to say it's for the dumbest reasons, but
It's important to you.
It is. The Muppets are a foundational part of my character, whereas those four studs are just pure entertainment for me. They're the favorite parts of entertainment for me. I don't feel like the man I am today is because I watched Above the Law,
Yeah.
or Double Impact,
Yeah.
or Bloodsport, or any of those movies. I love those movies, right? You know that the reason I love those movies is because my parents got divorced, and that's what my dad did. Is he took me to go see crappy Seagal and Van Damme movies,
Right?
And on video, we'd always rent the action films. So great memories. But the Muppets,
Yeah, you got animal tattooed on you.
I mean, yeah, that's an amazing question, but yeah, I got to go with the Muppets.
Is there anything that could replace the Muppets? Was there anything I could have done? If I threw Kurt Russell and
If you went out of the 80s and you did like,
no, only 80s.
I know, only 80s.
Yeah. Is there anything I could have done?
Hughes versus Henson.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say if you go out of the 80s,
I'd have to go Hughes
if
with
you
this.
did like Spielberg.
Yeah.
But it have to be out of the 80s. I love his work in the 80s, but it's his whole body of work that if you went out of the 80s and you did Spielberg Henson,
Yeah.
I might go Spielberg.
What about Star Wars, Star Trek versus?
Oh, that's
Henson?
easy. Star Trek. Just kidding.
No, I'm saying both of them combined. Get rid of them. And
And keep Henson?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I keep Henson.
Yeah.
Because again, like I love those movies, but it's different. Like it's not like I almost look at like Jim Henson and the Muppets as like a religion.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is there a religion for it?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
There's
Muppology?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. God. All right. I mean, mine's good. My last one is probably close to that,
Yeah.
but my second to last one's not. I mean, I feel weak now, but this one's good. Would you rather be Monty Brewster or Billy Ray Valentine?
Oh man.
Hold on. Think it out.
Yeah. Okay. So Monty Brewster, I get the girl. Not sure what I'm gonna do with my life because baseball's pretty much over, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I got John Candy as my best friend.
Right.
Spike. And I got $300 million, don't
Yeah,
I? Yeah. Ooh. Or I mean, we've talked about this. Billy Ray Valentine and Louis Winthorpe have $248 million. And they're on an island with Jamie Lee Curtis. Billy Ray's not.
And Coleman.
Come
on, don't forget Coleman.
God, this is really hard.
You get your best friend.
They're both great best friends.
I'm just telling you, if you go Billy Ray, you get your best friend, you get a butler, and
I'm on an island.
and you're younger.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't. Yeah, I'd rather like. It's vain, but I like looking like Eddie Murphy as opposed to Richard Pryor.
The thing, I thought this would be tough for you because you love money, but I also thought in my mind it'd be tough because
I like money.
Brewster was a good baseball player who started to wash out and then transitioned.
Yeah.
Billy Ray was a homeless guy
Yeah.
who went from like nothing to like being this and turned the world around. Like it's kind of exciting, you know?
It is. And also I get to experience the Brewster's Millions, spending that money with all that people.
But if you're Billy Ray, someone could finally explain to you how the price of orange juice works because we still don't understand pork bellies.
Yeah. I mean, Monty's worth $300 million solo.
Yeah. I love that this is a number.
Billy's worth 124.
Right.
But they know how to invest.
Yeah.
Island looks really nice. The ocean.
Remember,
looks blue.
Billy Ray has nobody in his posse. This isn't like a Kanye situation, whereas like Monty
The repeater?
has everyone. Has Rick Moranis, the
Yeah.
repeater. He's got the photographer. He's got all these people around him. The iceberg guy. People are going to want money from him.
I'll go Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Yeah.
All right.
Who doesn't want to be Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
That was a good question. That was fun.
I thought you'd like
Yeah.
it. All right. You're up, sir. I got one more after you're up, and then I am finito.
Oh, this is a fun one. Would you rather be cellmates in prison with Egg Stork for 1 year?
Yes.
or be married to Adrian Balboa for the same amount of time?
Absolutely not. Stork. And put me in jail with Stork.
He's going to get annoyed.
I don't care. Do you know what's so funny? One of my questions I didn't go with, and it was more for me than you. Yeah. I put, would you rather be married to Adrian or Paulie? That's how much I hate Adrian. Easy one. I would take the Stork brothers. I'd take both of them in jail over being married. I don't care. I go to jail. I would rather go to jail than be married to Adrian from Rocky.
Seriously?
Yes.
You have like the mansion and everything?
Nope. Don't care.
Okay.
She's the worst.
You just wouldn't have to fight for
She's a wet blanket.
You wouldn't want to fight.
I don't want to be married to someone who looks at me and was like, you can't win. You're going to die out there.
I'm going to pay Trish $1,000 to say that to you on your birthday.
Doesn't pay her anything. She tells me that every day. I just ignore her. Stop being Adrian. This is terrible. No, that's an easy one.
Dang.
Plus, I love the Stork. I love the Stork brothers.
Is there anyone I could have put in prison that would have been hard?
Oh, absolutely.
Who? The Joker? Would you want to hang out with him?
Who?
The Joker? No, Jack Napier?
No, not Jack Napier. Max, are you ready for my last one for you?
Yes.
I think this is a tough one, and I think this is going to be tough for you, but we'll see. Would you rather get rid of John Carpenter or John Hughes?
Yikes. That's not fun.
Right. One's got to go.
They're both named John. That's really hard. So,
right.
So 80s, right?
Yeah.
So I got like 10 movies from Carpenter. I got 16 from Hughes. God, you got Halloween 2, They Live, The Thing.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Escape from New York. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But then you have Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this as kind of like what could replace them in my heart. Carpenter, there's enough sci-fi weirdness.
Totally disagree.
There's James Cameron.
Who is like John Carpenter?
James Cameron.
Give me a movie that James Cameron did that you think is a reasonable equivalent to John Carpenter in the 80s.
Terminator. It's basically a Michael Myers movie. What replaces John Hughes? That's 16 movies.
There's
gone.
a lot. His guy, Deutsch.
But you said all of John Hughes' movies are gone. The ones that written by him were all
okay, but Deutsch is still out there. He could direct movies. Other people can write them. Dan Aykroyd can write them.
Dan Aykroyd doesn't make John Hughes movies. Ferris Bueller. I mean, come on.
Give me a John Hughes movie that's not by John Hughes or related to him.
What do you mean?
Give me a teen angst 80s
Can't Buy Me
movie.
Love.
That's a great example.
It is. It's the one outlier. There's not much others.
No, I'll give you another one. Say anything.
Those are like two of the greatest ones.
Right, but what is the equivalent of that? You gave me Terminator.
But John Hughes, I feel like John Hughes does more for the 80s as a whole. Like that, people love the 80s. Like people think
it's tough.
The Breakfast Club.
It's tough, right?
Farts.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
All right, fine. You made your choice.
Well, no. Let me think about this. John Carpenter.
No, you made your choice. You're keeping John Hughes. It makes sense.
I am. I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Max, we're down to our last one. What do you got for me to wrap this bad boy up?
Okay, I'll go silly.
Jesus Christ.
You wake up tomorrow with a Steve Martin's nose from Roxanne or Sly Stallone's vocal cords.
Oh my God. He's got the whole world in his nose. God, I love Roxanne.
But you don't love the nose.
Do you know what's so funny? You know what's crazy?
What?
I am a firefighter, and I always forget that entire movie is about a group of volunteer firefighters.
And they actually are good at their job. They're competent. Cool.
Well, at the end they are. They have a lot of trouble getting there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not remember that movie? None of them. They were terrible. Remember they had the whole montage of getting better? They were playing symphony music to like learn how to fight
I just remember he falls out of a tree and messes with old people.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, Roxanne or Stallone. See, I love Stallone's voice.
You want to talk like him the rest of your life? You don't take.
I'm your worst nightmare. I would love to talk like him.
You don't take being made fun of very well.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people will make fun of you for having Sly's voice?
I keep on forgetting I won't have his body or his strength. I'll just have his voice.
Yeah.
I'll just look like this old bald guy. Be like,
did he have a stroke? This question did exactly.
I don't know. I'm going Stallone's voice.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
It's easier to shut your mouth than it is to hide a 5.5 inch long nose.
It's such a long nose.
Max, excellent way to end.
Thank you.
And now I'll give you a choice. Would you rather listen to the Buzzn The Tower fan spotlight or listen to the Buzzn The Tower fan spotlight? We'll listen to the spotlight now. I froze your brain. Max, this week's Buzzn The Tower fan spotlight is, well, first of all, it's a little weird that all of a sudden the audio quality got very different and our spotlight's a little bit different. You want to speak to why both of those things are taking place?
Your poor editing skills? I don't know.
Thank you. That's great. Unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately. What a terrible thing to say. Fortunately, I am with my family in Florida right now, and we usually splice editing, and we did not get our Buzzn The Tower fan spotlight. So we will be doing this portion of the show via Zoom. That's the downside. By the way, this is all Max's fault. He's in charge of our company calendar and planning things out. The good news is, though, Max, I
You had to
almost
say that.
my lips almost tremble as I say these words. Our Buzzn The Tower fan spotlight this week is none other than the better half of the Sanders sandwich, Selena, the woman behind and in front of the man, I would argue, right? Selena, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Max, are you uncomfortable?
A little bit, but you guys like each other, so it's okay.
No, not about us. About us turning on you. I'm always looking for that replacement.
No.
Watch
No.
out.
Careful now.
She doesn't watch 80s movies very much. She gets excited and falls asleep after like 10 minutes into a movie.
Well, where Selena gets the A+ is like at least you can get her to watch 80s movies. I can't even get Trish to watch 80s movies, but you've slowly indoctrinated her into the greatest decade of film ever. So Selena, I am curious, what is your favorite 80s movie? Probably compliments of Max forcing you to watch it.
I would have to say it is probably Roadhouse. And honestly, as you said, I've been indoctrinated over the last probably year or so. And you guys have mentioned it so many times. I've been also forced to watch it so many times.
Well, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. No reason why Max shouldn't be putting a ring on your finger and saying that Roadhouse is your favorite 80s movie. To me, is almost legal grounds for expediting that. So Max, let's get moving on that. It's time.
She told us to wait. We need to move in so we know we don't want to kill each other.
Yeah, but she already knows she wants to kill you, and you've peaked. There is nothing better in the world than Selena. She likes Roadhouse. Just do it.
Okay.
So my would you rather? I'm obviously in charge of this. Max can't be trusted. I have 2 would you rathers for today's show. Are you ready, Selena?
I am ready.
Okay, the first one is really easy. Would you rather be with Max or Mo? And now you just be honest. It's okay.
So I'm not sure which one.
Quiet, Max. Quiet.
I'm not sure which of the two of you I would want to kill more, but I think Max probably still is on the lesser end of that spectrum. So you're in luck today, Max.
It's good. Woo. Good. So just so we're clear, the fact that it took her a full sentence to answer it, I think we both know what that means. So the next question, in the same vein, would you rather be with Wade Garrett or Dalton?
Oh, great.
I want you to really think about this for a second, because obviously Max is like neither of them. Max is like the blind guitar player in the band, right?
He's
like,
great. I like him. Yeah.
That is an awesome question. I think from my type and personal preference that it's gotta be Wade. Although Dalton is fantastic in his own right and definitely fits a type, it is not mine. I respect him greatly as a man, but Wade's where it's at.
Wade's tall, so I got that. I'm tall. Like
Tall. He's got the great hair.
I don't have that.
Serious. Love it.
keep on listing things, like go down the list of all. It's like just like no for Max.
He's the sidekick in the movie. I'm the sidekick on Buzzn The Tower.
No, you're not the
Yep.
you're more of like the hired help than a sidekick.
I didn't teach you everything you knew, unfortunately. 2 in the afternoon beer after beating people up, though.
Selena, as always, it is a pleasure to talk with you, and thank you so much for quickly hopping on the show and getting to see your beautiful face this morning on Zoom is always a treat for me. Max takes you for granted. I know how wonderful and special you are, so I just want you to know that.
I got her flowers like 2 days ago.
Good for you, Max. Good for you. A woman like Selena, you get her flowers every day. Every day, Max.
When's the last time you got your wife flowers?
This isn't about me. Don't bring Trish into this.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a wonderful way to start the day, and I look forward to hearing the episode.
Thank you very much, Selena.
Thank you.
Well, look at that, Max. We got
That was fun.
It was
That
a
was
lot
better.
of fun. I mean, you're totally a Wade, right? Like, why would I not have thought of that?
I'm a tinker.
You are. I don't even know. Like, you're a Stork brother, I think is the best way to think of it.
Oh, who's the chunky number 2 who like worships Dalton? Jack.
It's so funny. You hate the Goonies, but you basically are Chunk, who now has lost all the weight and is like a handsome dude. But
He's
like,
a lawyer too.
yeah, you are. Like, I could see you succumbing to the request for a truffle shuffle.
Chunk's my favorite part of the Goonies, though. When he like spills the milkshake in the beginning is my favorite part of
The scene where he spills his guts and he starts talking about the fake vomit.
Yeah.
fat camp thing is amazing. Max, that wraps our episode of Would You Rather 80s edition. Again, all credit to you. This was a fantastic idea for an episode. And at this time, I just want to remind everyone, if you are listening to us on Spotify, please leave us 5 stars. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcast, make sure that you subscribe and leave a review and also 5 stars. Again, apologize for the little technical difficulty in the sound in the last few minutes, but that's what happens when you work with amateurs, and that's what Max is. He's an amateur.
Sometimes you gotta improvise. People want to see us as real people.
Well, we are real people, except we're real people, except you're dating this beautiful, brilliant woman who's out of your league. Although that's kind of like every 90s movies, right? Like, I feel like that's a very 90s movie theme. Max, do you have anything to add? As always, you finish these episodes so strong. Why don't you take us home? What do you got?
Would you rather hang out with John Candy or fly jets with Tom Cruise?
John Candy, every day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Who cares about jets? John Candy? Come on.
I don't know. It's like $1 billion jet. It's kind of cool. But yeah, John Candy is priceless.
Would you rather leave Selena in a room alone with Patrick Swayze or Sam Elliott?
His corpse or like alive Patrick Swayze?
Jesus. And there you have it, Max. Great episode. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.